ready with the first ball and the response. The batsman out in the middle, actually Homraj, and Mushin Pirkan. The man with the ball in hand is Devashwari Prasad. And he starts with a dot. 178 runs are needed from 25 overs at an asking rate of just over 7 over. So a couple of good starts, a couple of good deliveries to start here for Devashwari. No run on the board so far. So good start. Akshay and Homraj looking to set the foundation here for Everest, for New York 11 as they go in search of the Everest total of 178. Another swing and a miss. So again, good beginning here, good bowling from Devashwari. So Mushi just having a go initially, not yet being able to get the ball off the square.
So the asking is 7.2. So Pirkan gets off the mark finally. Good bowling here from Prasad. And so very good start to the over. 3 dot balls and then now a single off the bat of Pirkan. Pirkan this season got a 50 against Phantom Stallions. His best score so far. So ball worked into the offside. Still good bowling here from Devashwari Prasad. He's made a very good start. Still 7.3 is the asking. .178 is the target. Oh, shot into the air. Johnson comes around, takes the catch. And Homraj goes without scoring. They have lost 1. A good, well-judged running catch from Ron Johnson. And New York 11, they're 1 down with just a single run on the board car.
And actually Homraj nowhere near the pitch of the ball. Just put his hands at it, didn't time it well. Ball hanging in the wicket. And skies it to Ron Johnson. He takes a simple catch. And actually Homraj falls early. He falls cheaply here. And already it's New York 11 under pressure. They're 1 for 1.
So Harmendra Ramdehal comes out at 3. They have lost an early wicket here. And so Prasad, Devashwari Prasad has struck. Bowled a very tiny first over up until that wicket. Had only conceded 1 run in the over. So Mushin Pirkan will be on strike. And still some ways to go. 177 needed from 144 balls. 9 wickets standing. So Navin Dulal will pick up the attack from the bottom end of the ground. And so Mushin Pirkan will be on strike. 1 for 1. And so this weekend is a big weekend for the Everest ACS contingent, double finals. They play one today, one tomorrow. Oh, Pierre Khan does well to go over the mid-wicket area. One bounce, it goes away for 4. And so Mohsin Pierre Khan with a bit of fight back here, Carl, is 5 for 1 in the second over.
A good clean strike from Pierre Khan. He goes up to 5 and just about 2 inches from collecting $20. 5 for 1.
Yeah, good looking shot from Mohsin Pierre Khan. Oh, another good looking shot. Will run away towards the backward point area. And it goes away for 4, so consecutive 4s off the bat of Mohsin Pierre Khan. He goes up to 9 and the score is 9. 9 for 1, couple of 4s. Off the bowling of Navin Dulal, so he hasn't really started well. But New York 11 has cashed in on a couple of boundaries here. And so 2 good looking shots from Mohsin Pierre Khan. So better ball here from Navin Dulal. Buchanan remains on 9. Ramdi has yet to face the ball. They've lost the wicket of Akshay Hamraj. So still some ways to go. 169 needed. So Everest ACS will take on Richmond Hill Liberty tomorrow, T30 final. So ball into the onside as Dixon comes around. Pierre Khan gives up the strike to Hemendra Ramdehal, who's coming in at 3 today. So 10 for 1 on the board. 168 needed from 139 balls. We're asking 7.2. So they're going at 5.4 at the moment. So 9 off the over so far. So Ramdehal. And so that completes over number 2, 10 for 1. 10 for 1 at the end of 2. So Prashad will continue. First over, went for just 1 run. He picked up the wicket of Akshay Hamraj. So we'll come into ball to Pierre Khan. Pierre Khan is on 9 with a couple of boundaries. cut away straight into the hands of Jatin there. He doesn't accept. So Beercan survives 10 for 1, Carl. 10 for 1.
And the ball was traveling to Tendra. And he got caught unawares. And spills it, so a chance to Beercan. Goes the baby. 10 for 1. Should have been 10 for 2.
So 10 for 1, Beercan survives. Rashad. That's a good delivery. And the scamper through for a single in the end. Pick up one more, so it's 11 for 1. Some tidy stuff here from Rashad. And so the New York 11 will have their work cut out. So play the miss here from Hamindra Ramdehal. So the score remains at 11 for 1. Devashwari has bowled 9 balls now. He's only conceded 2 runs. He's picked up 1. And so he's been impressive. Still some ways to go. The New York 11 will have to buckle down and bat extremely well. Very talented lineup from the New York 11. Lots of batting to come. Well short. Played into the offside. Can't score, so lots of people in the park. Sanjeev Chahal, one of the umpires in this league. And Carl Ramesh Lal and Derek Moraine doing the duties out in the middle. Maybe Sanjeev can be the third umpire.
Vicious looking attempt by the Ninja outside the off stump, and so the quality bowling of Devashwari Prasad continues. He's bowling at 1 for 2, probably should have been 2 for 2. Should have had the wicket of Pir Khan early in this particular over. Big shot.
Good looking shot from Hamindra Ramdehal running up towards the square boundary. And it goes away for 4. That's an excellent looking shot from the left-hander. He gets off the mark with a boundary with 15 for 1.
So that completes the over, the second, in fact the third. So 3 overs gone, 15 on the board, and while there's a break in the action, of course we have to take a moment to continually recognize our sponsors, those who have made this event possible, not only today's game, but also the league. And so the sponsors include Legend Cookhouse, the Rockwell Group of Companies, Lily Guyana Bake Shop, Cricket Zone USA, Cyril Construction, and Darwish Construction. The leadership team in the National League include Ramesh and Sonia Arunasalam, Joe Suhara, Mira Jackman, Vicky Kilawan, and Chamasu Dale. They've done yeoman's work to make sure that this league operates as it should. Without them, none of this would have been possible. Big drive up through the offside, protection at deep cover. And So another single to Motion. Takes him up to 12. It brings Mindra onto strike. He's on 4. 16 on the board. As we're in search of 178 needed for victory. New York winning the toss earlier this afternoon, electing that they would have a ball. And so they watched Everest ACS post 177 on the back of a well-played 58 or 59 from Devashwar Prasad, who got him on the runs. And then also a 50 posted. 50 was posted by Wassim Haslam, even 50. And also good support from Chris Patterson, who got 34. And so they led the way for the Everest ACS team. So into the run chase at 17 for 1 in over number 4 with Motion Perkan and Hemendra Randahal, the batsman out in the middle. They put on a partnership of 17 so far, giving the dismissal of Akshay Homraj. In fact, the partnership of 16. Akshay Homraj falling when the score was 1 on the board as he fell tamely to a mistimed drive through the offside. Well caught at mid-off by Ron Johnson. 17 for 1 over number 4 in progress.
So well taken single here. And both Mosheen and Ramdihal, they're top quality batsmen. Ramdihal, we've seen him many times. He could get among the runs. Mosheen Pirkan, he's a quality batter himself, so they will need to really bat and bat well. Still 160 needed from 128 balls. And the NY11 this season, they've averaged 184 per game, so their team have been among the runs and scoring 159 more from 127 balls. From the history as we have seen in the series, this doesn't look a very, very difficult task, but we never know. Pirkan is on 13. We've seen a couple of quality boundaries from him already. And Hemendra on 6. 19 for 1, Navin Dulal. And ball pulled into the onside. Could they be looking for 2? Johnson's onto the ball. One of the tallest man in the park, Ron Johnson, sends a very good throw back to the keeper. And so that completes over number 4, 20 on the board, 20 for 1.
And again, a reminder that every 6 hit here on the afternoon will earn $20 courtesy of the Rockwell Group of Companies. That's he's Ali, CEO and proprietor. And so far in this match, we've seen some. To get to the total, we've seen a total of 12 sixes being struck, and most were struck by Devashwar Prasad. He hit 6. Wassim Haslam struck 4. Jatindra Sukhdev 1, and Chris Patterson 1. So 12 of them on the afternoon. Devashwar leading the way, subject to collect $120 already. Haslam $80, 20 apiece for Sukhdev and Patterson. Big drive, Ron Johnson giving it a plunge in the end. Couldn't get there even with his height. And so it's 4 more. A good clean strike.
Yeah, that's his third 4. A pure kind of quality shot, just eluding one of the tallest man on the cricket field, Ron Johnson. He goes up to 18 from 16 balls, 24 for 1. Good looking shot from Pirkan. So 3 fours off the bat of Mosheen Pirkan. Forces the captain to make a change immediately. So Navin Dulal comes into the circle. And now Ron Johnson goes out at the extra cover, so
yeah, power play still in effect. So he's worked into the outside. Doesn't have the legs to get to the backward square boundary, so the batter's only able to cross for one. That moves the total up to 25. Still a good long ways to go here. Still 153 needed from 124 balls. That's an asking rate of 7.4. 7.4 the ask. And Sean Haley making the rounds, looking a little bit cold. Things are cool here, cool conditions at Paisley Pond Park as the sun has moved to the other side of the ground.
Carl now went to the other side of the ground, the other side of the universe.
Snowball, well defended. Bobashwari losing his footing on the follow through, but good intelligent bowling, good variation by Bobashwari Prashad, and Glenn already putting his hand up, perhaps as the MVP of the afternoon.
Yes, Carl.
Already got a half century and already has a wicket in the bag and should have had two. Big hit up to the offside, up and over, backward point towards the boundary. Again, only a single, so Hemendra, in fact, Pierre Khan, well, Hemendra with the strike, but not middling the ball, not timing the ball as well as they would have liked, and in the end, watching some deliveries land that he's hitting well, but because he's not timing it well, they don't have the legs to get to the boundary. Delicately placed in the gap and away for four. So said. Good looking boundary from Lucian Pierre-Khan, and that takes him up to 23.
Yeah, another good looking shot from Pierre-Khan. He has now struck 4 fours in 23. And he's one of the top batsmen here for the NY11. 10 runs in this over.
Slower ball again. And this time they stand for two, and they're thinking about a second, but it's not there. And that will close out the over.
So 31 for 1 at the end of 5. Pierre-Khan is on 24. Hemendra is on 7. And so they still need 147 from 120 balls. So this has come down to pretty much a 20-20 here for New York 11. And Carl, as we have seen in T20 cricket, 147 is not a big score. And so that could be the plan here from the NY11 to bat for a T20 game. They've lost 1, but still Pierre-Khan is batting well. We've seen him striking the ball and striking it well. And Hemendra Ramdihar, he could play a good hand here. So Dulal will continue. Navin has bowled 2 of his none for 14. So good looking shot. Zamin Amin will give chase.
And he ran a circle around the ball. I'm not sure what the intent was on the approach.
Yes, Carl, they tell you the quickest way between 2 points are going straight A to B. Zamin has made a 360 there. 33 for 1. Good looking shot from Pierre-Khan. He goes up to 26.
And it's 26 from 20, so he's going at a good strike rate here. 130 strike rate, and again, good stop on the follow through Dulal. Save some runs perhaps.
So brilliant sunshine here at Paisley Pond Park. This ground has been a prominent venue for the last 5, 6, 7, 8 years, Carl. We've seen many big tournaments played out here.
And it's the tale of two cities, man. It's brilliant sunshine if you're on one side of the ground, and it's not so much if you're on the other. And from our vantage point, There is zero sunshine. Not only that, not outside umpire Ramislav. From our vantage point, when somebody turned on the AC, and then on the other side of the ground, the heat just came on, so they're doing well.
Yes, Carl, we were 58 degrees. Well, we were 59 maybe about 15 minutes ago, and then boom, we lost one. It was 58 degrees now. So ball worked into the onside. Damian Jacobs comes around quite quickly. Can't prevent a single. Brings Purkan up to 27. Scores 34 for 1. We are in the sixth. It's still 144 to get from 115 ball. Cricket continues here tomorrow as Richmond Hill Liberty makes their visit to take on EVEREST ACS. So this is a big weekend for EVEREST ACS. They're in a double final of the NY National League. And so, not more cricket left in the season. And then, of course, tomorrow the Columbus Day T20 tournament continues with the quarterfinal games in Brooklyn and in Queens. And so still a couple of weekends more of cricket left. 3 runs in this over so far. It's been a good one here from Navin Dulal. His first ball went for 2. And then he is followed up by only giving a single off the remaining 4 ball. So can't score. That completes an over that has conceded only 3 runs. 34 for 1 at the end of 6.
So again, while there's a break in the action, a reminder that this tournament sponsored by Legend Cookhouse, Cricket Zone USA. That's a good friend Ravi Etoru up in the bounce. Legend, that's a good friend Roop. Rockwood group of companies, if he's Ali, Little Guyana Bake Shop, Soil Construction, Darwish Construction, among those who have made this tournament and this league possible for 2020. The leadership team, the executive team, led by Ramesh and Sonia Arunasalam. The team includes Joe Suharak, Leroy Chapman, Sharma Sukhdev, Vicky Killoran, among others. We would have made sure that from an administrative standpoint, the league is functioning as it should. Just a couple of stats to report relative to the batting unit here for New York 11. This season they've been led by Karen Ganesh, who is ranked the number 6 among run scorers in the league. Karen with 223 runs. Moshin Kirkan with 146 is the second leading run scorer for the New York 11. Yudish Bisnath also among the runs. Hamindra Ramdihal getting among the runs. Yudish with 142 runs on the season. And Hamindra with 132. So 2 of the more prolific contributors for New York out in the middle at the moment in the form of Moshin and Hamindra.
So Devashwari, 3 overs, no made, 1 for 17, continues. Oh, pulled away. Good looking shot running up towards the back of square boundary. Zamanamin gives up the chase. That's a good looking shot again from Pir Khan. So Pir Khan goes up to 31, 5 fours, 38 for 1.
And he's really batted well. We mentioned earlier that he wasn't timing the ball necessarily as well as he would have liked, but actually quite the contrary. He is timing the ball quite well now and hitting it out of the middle. Seemingly very well settled now in the middle. And if anything, they're putting together a very productive partnership here. Partnership of 37 run partnership with Kirkan and Hamindra.
Yes, Carl, he's batted extremely well. He's gone up to 32, brings the left-hander Ramdihal back on strike. So they're fighting back. Good partnership, 38 runs. And Devashwari has gone for 5 in this over so far. Very, very unusual the way he has gone. His first over went for 2, second over went for 5. His third over went for 11.
Ooh, slower ball and just out of the extended reach. Man posted there at extra cover. And went hands high, tried to reel it in, couldn't do so. So another couple of runs. I think it might have been Wassim Islam was posted at cover. A couple of runs though.
So a ball that is eased out into the onside. Good running, good communication here from the Harlem Pierre Khan. They go up to 41. So let's look at the numbers here, Carl. So the asking rate is 7.4. They need 137 from 110 balls. They're going at 6.1. So just a little bit advantageous for the bowling team at the moment.
With 9 wickets in hand, I wouldn't necessarily suggest that, only because in this modern day cricket, run a ball is, or a little over run a ball is not a very imposing ask. And so at this juncture, all these batsmen will need to do is just rotate strikes, and they would be well within striking range of the ask, of the target.
Yes, Carl, the fact is, none better than the pair out in the middle. We know how well set batsmen are. When they're well set, how commanding and how effective they are.
And as I mentioned, both are the second and fourth leading batsmen in terms of run production on the team for this season. And so no question as to their quality and their ability. Pierre Khan has also has an average of 36.5. The strike rate of 135, his high score was a half century 50. This one is well hit, and it gets by Ryan, I think it is, and runs away for another boundary. So good looking shot by Pierre Khan, takes him up to 37.
Pierre Khan has beaten this the backup point area 3 times now. And he's batting extremely well, just using the pace of the ball, just guiding the ball very fast outfield. He goes up to 37, it's 46 for 1.
While there's a break in the action, I want to take a moment to say good afternoon to 2 of the stalwarts of local cricket. 2 individuals that have made their mark as recognized as Hall of Famers for the U.S. Cricket Hall of Fame. And stalwarts behind the EVEREST ACS team for a number of years. And those are Terry Hastine and Trevor Walk, 2 individuals that have certainly made their mark in local cricket, has contributed immensely not only to the success of EVEREST ACS as one of the prolific championship winning clubs over the years, but certainly would have also contributed broadly just to the proliferation of cricket in this New York region. In the years when the EVEREST ACS team started, cricket wasn't as widespread in New York as it is now. And they were one of the better teams. In the air, Marinaro! Not able to reel it in, but a good effort nonetheless to keep the ball from getting by and getting into the boundary. So
good bit of effort there from Marinaro. Dixon would have been a brilliant catch, but he did well to get close to having hands on the ball, Matt.
Yeah, definitely got a lot of it. Just couldn't quite get the crucial step, and that is to hold on, but good effort from Dixon out on the fence.
Well, he had to run in quite a ways. The ball was dying quickly. Tried to reel it in as a shoestringer. But in the end, just coming up short. Might have injured himself a bit in the process, but seemingly shaking it off. No worse for the wear and tear. 47 for 1, the total. We're in over number 8. Again, Pure Khan goes through the outside. This time protection at extra cover. Another single contributed 48 for them. So 130 needed from 106 balls. Asking rate of just over 7 per over. Again, ball struck back along the track. Dulal does well on the follow through with the left. And sends Pure Khan scampering back to get into his ground.
So partnership of 47, 48 on the board. Good miss, ball goes through to the keeper, 48 for 1. So an attempted run, no says Pure Khan. Score remains at 48 for 1. 38 to motion Pure Khan from 29. Emendra is 10 from 16. They're batting at 48 for 1.
Protection out there. Single to end the over. It's a good one. 49 for 1 at the end of 8 overs. Ramdi Hall on 11, Khan on 38. 129 required for 102 deliveries. Currently behind the asking rate, but got a feel if Ramdi Hall and Khan can get themselves in and back deep into the innings. 7.59 and over shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, both batsmen have had some time in the middle. And if there's anyone out of the NY11 batting lineup to really push things on, it will have to be the pair of Moshi Pure Khan and Hamindra Ramdi Hall. They've posted 48 so far. And we've made sure, Carl, that the NY11 have come up with a very good response to 177 posted by Everest ACS.
I guess the end so far, after losing the wicket of Axel Homraj, who fell cheaply, he fell without scoring. We've seen a very enterprising partnership come together here between Hamindra and Mushin.
So Ramdi Hall has been used here right through. And so in another 5 balls or so he will finish his spell. So good brave approach here by Jitendra Supniar to use his bowlers unchanged.
Yes, Devashwar Prasad has been bowling quite well. And so he continues. Zuli makes his way into the ground. Zulfikar.
So 50 comes up, 50 for 1. Read that 51. This is good running here from Pure Khan. Well backed up by Hamindra Ramdi Hall. Good understanding so far.
And this is all that's required. It's really run a ball is the ask. It's 7 runs and over is the asking rate, but you know then there will be an over or 2. Where you might get 10 or 12 runs from that over, and so it will quickly compensate for any runs that may be left on the interior. So good approach by the New York 11 as they go in search of 178.
Yes, Carl, sure of that. 100 balls remaining. So, into the onside. Not timed well. And Dixon charges the ball in just a single off the bat of Ramdi Hall. And so 126 from 99. 99 balls will give them 99 runs. And yes, they will certainly would want to get some big overs in between. So partnership of 51. Pure Khan, he's up to 39 with 6 fours. Hemindra is on 13, 52 for 1. So this is over number 9. 3 runs in the over so far. Good slow ball, but even better cricket from the batting team. Able to really just push the ball into the offside. Goes through for a quick single.
And at this juncture, then it's effectively the batsmen are content to just rotate the strike. There's a run a ball, and they're just pushing the ball into the inside, into the gaps that are available, taking the singles that are on offer. When the bad balls come, they're putting them away, and so a good intelligent approach by Hemindra and the Hall and motion Peer Khan already up to 40 from 31 balls, so he's going at 129 strike rate and a 13 for Hemindra off 19, another single taken. So you see what the approach here is, and what the strategy for Peer Khan and Hemindra is. Their partnership already now up over 53-run partnership. And they've done it in very quick time, very effective.
Yes, and every ball in this over has gone for a single. So 5 ball, 5 single, final ball. Peer Khan is on 40. And then a quality delivery. So good batting here, good awareness of what's happening. 54 for 1 at the end of 9. 54.
More importantly, Devashwari Prasad, he finishes his spell here bowling on the trot, 5 overs. And 5 overs, no maidens, 1 for 34. 1 for 34 from 5, but he will have no further say in what transpires from this point forward. From a bowling standpoint, should have had a couple of wickets, should have picked up Peer Khan, who was dropped by Jitendra Sukhdeo at Backward Point early in his innings. 54 on the board for the loss of 1 wicket. Well, there's a break in the action. Again, I want to say good afternoon to the sponsors of the National League. And they include Legend Cookhouse, that's our good friend Root, Cricket Zone USA, that is Ravieto Root up in the Bronx, Rockaway Group of Companies, Hafiz Ali, Little Diana Bake Shop, Cyril Construction, and Darwish Construction. Also want to say good afternoon to the executive leadership team of the New York National League. They include Ramesh and Sonia Aruna Salam, Jeff Suharak, Leroy Jackman, Vicky Kilawan, and of course the hard-working farmers up there.
So Damien Jacobs has been throwing the ball. He comes in here at 54 for 1, and well, right now you'll have a little bit of a look at the bowling stats. And I think Damien Jacobs has bowled well. So we'll have a look at that. So he comes into the attack here with a score of 54 for 1. A healthy partnership of 53 between the pair out in the middle.
And that's line, and so far, Damien Jacobs, 9 wickets to his tally at an average of 9.6. Economy rate at an average of 9.6 per wicket. Economy rate of 4.3. The right arm leg spinner introduced here with the intent, I'm sure, to break this partnership. First delivery steered off the square for a single.
So Damien Jacobs, part of the Scorpions team in the Caribbean. Jamaican national CPL player. Would have been part of the Empire State Titans recently. And so he's brought into the attack here, 55 for 1 already. Making a big push for some changes in the onside field. Promotion Peer Khan. Peer Khan is batted well for 40.
And seeing there Marinara move into a shooter position at mid-wicket.
Damian Jacobs joins a very unique squad of some Jamaican players who have taken 10 wickets in a regional first-class match. Carl joins the likes of Perry, Nikita Miller, Tamar Lambert. A very small squad of about 5 or 6 players who would have taken 10 wickets in a four-day match in the Caribbean against the Windward Islands. 55 for 1, Pure Cannon 40. Still 123 needed for 94 balls. They took off for one with a bit of overthrow from Prashad.
That was an ambitious shy at the non-striker's end, even if he had hit directly. Can't imagine that the batsman would not have been home and dried. Forward again, defending. Jacobs suggesting perhaps that the ball may have hit pad before that. 57 then on the board, 57 for 1. Up in the air, up and over towards the extra cover region. This one will go up for a couple. And so Pure Khan, again, while not finding the boundaries, still very effective in picking up runs and keeping the scoreboard moving. Picks up another couple to take him up to 44.
Yes, Carl, good brave attacking shot by Pure Khan. It's not going to be allowed to be back down. And that's a quality delivery they're asking. Not on say umpire Ramesh Lal.
I mean, a lot of these are pad first lane, and that's the appeal. It goes pad then onto the bat, and so umpire Ramesh Lal not convinced that they would have taken the sticks. And so that completes the over. 5 runs from it. There's 59 for 1 with 10 gone. And so 119 runs are needed from 90 balls. That's an asking rate of 7.9. 7.9 per over the ask. 59 runs on the board for 1 at the end of 2 overs.
Wasim Haslim, it appears, the new bowler. 59 for 1. Definitely the main goal for ACS is to break this partnership. Get one of these batsmen out, preferably Motion Per Khan, who's on 44.
The man they've called upon to try to effect that breakthrough is the man they call Killer. Wasim Killer Haslim. And so he has been tossed the ball, and he'll be operating to Minjat Ramdahal. Ramdahal on 15 has faced 21 balls so far, 1 for in his innings, striking it at 71 at the moment. And so he's showed in a really effective partnership here with Pure Khan at the other end, who has been the more prolific of the two from a strike rate standpoint. 119 strike rate for Pure Khan. And this one is worked away towards the vacant fine leg region. Could be like guys, we'll wait and see. And runs it is, as they've clipped it into the onside. So he takes his tally up to 16. Score up to 60.
So Birkan on 44. He has struck 6 fours so far.
Oh, in the air. And we'll have to await at 6. I thought it was. And that'll bring up the 50 for Mohsin Kirkan. Half century comes up 6 fours, and that was his first 6. Takes the score up to 66 for 1, and the partnership up to 65. Well played innings from Mohsin Kirkan.
Yes, he was on 44, of course, and brings up a 50. Gets a $20 for that 50. And that's a good shot.
Scampers through with a single.
Moran not able to pick up, and so easily through for a single in the end.
So 8 runs on the over so far.
6 fours, 1 6, 38 balls for Mohsin Kirkan. Really
and Carl, here is where Mohsin will have to now try to move on and try to win the game from here. He's posted a 50 already. He's been there for some time. 67 on the board, so 111 to win from 86 ball. They're asking 7.7 and they're going a 6.2, so not much of a difference, but
modern day cricket led work in the park, they would say, with 9 wickets in hand. Just connecting to this line for the moment. We don't have the 8 in the over. You see Raminja just playing as well at the moment. Big hit up in the air towards long off. Gone the distance. And that's 6 more runs. And so Raminja now gets into the act. He adds 20 to his bank account.
Yeah, very good shots. A strong, powerful hit. Straight from Raminja Ramdehal. Takes him up to 22 of 25. With a 4 and a 6 to his name. 73 for 1 at the end of 11. 105 more required from 84 deliveries.
So a big over, 14 from it. So from that standpoint, they've made up effectively 2 overs in just that one fell swoop. And so while there's a break in the action, again I want to say good afternoon to the many individuals and entities that have supported the National League, the New York National League over the course of the 2020 season. They include Legend Cookhouse, Cricket Zone USA, Rockaway Group of Companies, Little Diana Bake Shop, Cyril Construction, and Darwish Construction. And of course, as we've made the point, for every 6 hit on the afternoon, $20 to the batsman for each one, all courtesy of the Rockaway Group of Companies. That's a Fuse alley. This one is hit well down the ground again towards long off and into the gap, and that's 4 more. So Raminja, in fact, Kirkan's starting to pick things up here, and he goes up to 55, and the total up to 77.
Yeah, very good last 7 balls for the New York 11. 14 off of Haslam's over. Now first ball 4 of Damien Jacobs in his second. And Kirkan's 7th ball of the day goes up to 55. And then a smart push straight back to the bowler. 101 more required, 82 deliveries to get it. If these two stay at the crease, should be easy pickings. Jacobs looking to effect his missile. All the bowlers that ACS have used looking to achieve that. And they'll take it from there as they cross for a comfortable 2 in the end. That takes Kirkan up to 57 of 42 deliveries.
Yeah, good going here. 78 run partnership. Carl, the partnership today in this, what's happening out there, very easy to calculate. Only -1, and there we go. 79 on the board. So Jacobs. Kirkan!
there. No one can get there, and it's gone away for 4 more. So for a moment, it looked like the fielders out there were on their bikes. They were thought they had a play. In the end, it lands safely and then goes away for 4. So another good strike by Pierre Khan. He goes into the 60s. 61 now to him.
Yeah, Russian Pierre Khan has struck quite a few 4s. He almost got a 6 on that occasion. Short of the rope. Not by far. There's a dot ball. Was bowled to Pierre Khan's 95. Required from 79. Jacobs has given up 10 in this over. He's a quality bowler. We know what he can do, as we see. Leg by it is. Signalled by the umpire. 84 for 1 at the end of 12 overs.
And that's another big over. 14 on the previous one. 11 from this one, man. So suddenly runs seem to be coming quite easily here for the partnership. And partnership now of 83 as Ramendra and Mushin Kirtan really putting their foot down here in leading the New York 11 back into contention, and in fact putting them in a strong position to take this championship. While there's a break in the action, again, the team over at Rockaway Group of Companies, Hafiz Ali and his team, they're sponsoring $20 per 6. $20 per 6 struck in the afternoon. And so far, we saw 12 sixes struck in the first innings by Everest ACS when they batted. We've seen 2 struck here in this innings, 1 to each batsman, Hemendra and Khan. So 14 sixes on the day puts the total at about 280. As Brian Ramnarine has been given the ball, so he will come in here from the Rockaway Boulevard end.
So the left-arm leg spinner, Ryan Ramnarine, comes into the attack, 61 to Pierre Khan.
And again, somebody's looking for a breakthrough here. They need a dismissal, a wicket in the worst way. The Major backing up well down the track. And one of the rare deliveries we've seen where Mushin Pierre Khan is not completely in control.
Somewhat of a miscommunication between the two. Both looked like Pierre Khan looked like he was going for it. Ramnehal took a few steps down, didn't really commit to the run, and forced Pierre Khan back. Thankfully, the throw was not good enough.
It didn't seem like there was anything there. Trying to force the action. A run out at this juncture would be comedic for New York. There's another single out into the deep, and moves Pierre Khan up to 62. It brings Hemendra back into strike. So wicket required if you're backing Everest ACS. If you're backing New York, all you need to do is keep rotating the strike here, run a ball effectively, they ask.
The run is bowled very well. Just a single given up. But singles will not really matter. They can't really hold them down now. ACS, that's out of the question. It would be almost impossible if that's what they were going for. To try and bowl out 73 balls without giving up 92. That's an uphill task. The big thing now is a breakthrough.
Really smart cricket here by Hemendra and Mushin. 86 run partnership. The over comes to an end. 3 runs from this one, so a good start from Ryan Ramnarine only conceding 3. It's 87 for 1 with 13 overs gone. So we're at the halfway point here in the run chase with 9 to 1 needed from 72 balls at an asking rate of 7.6 per over.
So there we go, time for a Rockaway Group of Companies strategic timeout. As we heard from the umpire during the last one in the previous innings, 91 still required, 72 deliveries remain to get it with 9 wickets remaining. You have to say New York 11 are cruising, but a wicket for Everest ACS, preferably the wicket of Mohsin Khan, and the entire game could open up still. Could shift either way, depending on the partnership. Currently at 86 between Khan and Ramdi Hall.
The fucking camera set properly.
So 87 for 1, we're ready for play. Pure on 63, Hamidra on 23. The batsmen make themselves so 91 to win from 72 balls. Asking 7.5, they're going at a 6.6. And so Carlos, a partnership of 86 by Pure and Hamidra Ramdi Hall. Does the momentum get broken during breaks? What do you think?
So Damien Jacobs continues the attack. Jacobs 2 overs, 9 for 16 coming in. Mindra now back on strike. Mushin Pirkan has batted exceptionally well. 64 runs to his tally so far, 50 balls faced, 1-6, 8 fours, 128 strike rate. Leading the charge here for New York.
So 88 for 1, Jacobs comes into Ramdi Hall. Ramdi Hall goes big.
So Chris Patterson takes it in the deep, and the breakthrough that Everest ACS had been searching for has been effected. And Damien Jacobs looping one up there, inviting the big swing over the top from Hamidra, and he falls into the trap and caught at long on, or straight mid wicket, if you will, by Chris Patterson. So, spattering of applause goes up for Hamidra Ramdi Hall as he trudges off. And he's replaced by Zamal Khan. And Ramdi Hall would have scored 23 from 28 balls, 1-6, 1-4. So he'll at least get his gas and toll money back for coming to this match. And now, man, as we always say it, man, one usually brings you two. And so now does New York go on another start here to pick up to get another partnership going, or does a second wicket fall and then quick succession here? Let's see. Zamal Khan, the man who comes to the middle.
Zawal Khan, 90 to win from center balls. He gets off the mark immediately and brings Pure Khan back on strike. Pure Khan, he's on 64, and it's 89 for 2.
The important thing for, if you're Pure Condon in New York, the important thing for them is for him to stay at the wicket, have the other batsmen bat around him. Of course, Jacobs looking to say something about that. This one worked into the onside, and they scampered over for an easy single in the end. Jacobs losing his footing. So, none to the total. The man suggesting that Jazzy doesn't need his back, has no work to do. And so, life is in America's life is boring. Not sure what that means. Another dot here. 3 off the over so far, including the wicket of a Munja Ramley Hall. So 1 ball remaining here for Damon Jacobs. And this one is defended for no run, and that completes a successful over. It's 90 for 2 at the end of 14. Well, there's a break in the action. Again, a reminder that this event and this season is sponsored by several entities, including Legend Cookhouse, Zone USA, Rockaway Group of Companies, Little Guyana Bake Shop, Cyril Construction, and Darwish Construction. The sixes are sponsored by the Rockaway Group of Companies, and it's $20 per seat, all courtesy of Hafiz Ali and his team over at the Rockaway Group of Companies. That's the Rockaway Roti Shop right down the street on Rockaway Boulevard. And there's also the Rockaway Car Service, and then the Royal Empress Hall. All companies under the umbrella of the Rockaway Group of Companies, and their CEO Hafiz Ali on the ground, and always a big supporter of local cricket.
So Ryan on the line. First over went for 3. So another single here from Pierre Khan. He goes up to 66. Brings the equation down to 87 from 65. 87 from 65.
Well, there's a small slight break in the action. I want to say good afternoon to another stalwart in the U.S. cricketing circles, Mr. John Aaron, who does yeoman's work in supporting local cricket, bringing individuals into the game at all levels, has provided administrative level support, big proponent of cricket and all the activities within the Atlantis Cricket Club, a big team in the Metropolitan Cricket League. This one hit behind square, quickly around comes Amin Amin, and the batters scamper to for one.
So Ryan ran the line. A quality leg spinner, very young player. We would have seen him from Majestics in other leagues, and so he's a top bowler. He's coming up against a man who's been 66 so far. That is Pierre Khan. Pierre Khan has batted extremely well.
The left arm orthodox leggy coming through and around the wicket to the right-handed Pierre Khan.
That's a good looking shot. Will only fetch him one as a tall, imposing figure. Ron Johnson, you can't miss him. And a bit far from all indication, he's the tallest man in this park. Selwyn. So 93 for 2, Zaman Khan is on 2, Mohsin is on 67. And 85 to 1 from 61 ball, asking 8.3. So into the offside, protection is out there. And Chris Patterson runs around quite quickly. So that completes over number 15, 94 for 2. And so 84 to win from 60 balls. 84 to win from 60 balls. They need 8.4 and over. They're going at 6.2. In fact, 1 over.
Toss and was hit into the deep backward square area for 4. Another key no ball. Not interesting. So 98 for 2. Is it 98 or what? There was a 1. So that was it. And then what? And then what's after the what?
So Jacobs continues. Defense by Zamal Khan. He remains on 6, 98 for 2. So tidy over from Damian Jacobs, 99 for 2, 79 to win from 55. 79 to win from 55 balls. Good swing of so Pierkins falls for 67. It's 99 for 3.
So stumping effected by Amanat Prasad. So wicket falls here and the new batsman comes to the middle. Can't Ganesh, and so a well played 70 actually for for Mushin Khan, 357 balls, 1694s. Who batted brilliantly. Undone by a good bit of work by Amanat Kursal.
So Zamal Khan can't find the gap. And that brings up the 100 here for the New York 11. 100 for 3 in the 17th over. And so they still need 78 from 53 balls. Karan Ganesh gets quickly on to strike. And so 100 for 3. Good miss here by Karan Ganesh. 100 for 3. We're in the 17th over. So Karan Ganesh gets quickly off the mark. Sahal Khan on 5. It's 101 for 3.
So as we've said, Len, usually one will bring you two. So we're seeing 2 wickets fall in the space of a few overs. The 2 set batsmen are back in the hut. And so now 2 new batters are out in the middle, looking to continue the chase here for New York. It's 102 for 3, 16.4 overs bowled, so we're into over number 17. 8 will remain after this one.
The asking rate in losing those 2 set batsmen has climbed up to over 9 and over. They were cruising at around 7.3 and over to get, now it's up over 9, just in the space of a couple overs.
Finish strong now, Rayo!
Of a fight back here from ACS, not giving up. Wickets put pressure, and pressure could be on for the New York 11. So close. Very, very good performance so far from Ryan Ramnarayan. 3 overs for 15. 103 for 3, 75 to get from 8 over.
So we can't ask for much more than what Ryan has contributed so far. Zamal Khan on 6, Karan Ganesh on 2. 103 for 3. 17 overs completed here at Baisley Pond Park. You're watching the championship final of the New York National League between Everest ACS and New York. New York winning the toss earlier this morning and decided that they would have a bowl. And Everest ACS will go on to post 177 for 8 in response. New York on 103 for 3 with 17 overs completed. Well, there's a break in the action. Again, I want to take a moment to say good afternoon to the sponsors of the New York National League. They include Legend Cookhouse, Cricket Zone USA, Rockaway Group of Companies, Little Guyana Bake Shop, Cyril Construction, and Darwish Construction.
Yeah, Maranatha Dixon gets his own 12th man.
Our 12th person.
Can't score. Jacobs will continue. 4.1 overs for 19 with 2 wickets. And the 2 most valuable wickets as well of Ramdihar and Mohsin Khan. So definitely a key part of this ACS defence. If they were to cross the line, Damien Jacobs will definitely be the man on everyone's lips.
Jacobs continues to bowl straight through. He's into his last over.
And right now, Karan Ganesh has no answer for the leg spin of Damien Jacobs with 3 balls remaining in this.
So it's 103 for 3. Ball chopped into the offside, could challenge for 2.
Well, he's charging, but the throw is not a good one. And now they're coming back for a third. So the errant throw concedes a couple of extra runs. And I'm not sure where he was throwing that ball to and to who. But it's gone a long way from the target. It's looking at the deep. 163.
And Pennsylvania Carl Cotton plays almost every weekend. Saturday, Sunday he plays double headers. He looks like he hasn't played in a year. Monday, it's 106 for 3. That's a 72 to win from 44.
So 2 more deliveries here for Damon Jacobs in his spell. This one is tugged into the onside. Can't be. Oh, no, it does beat mid on. And it's Dulal. Or is it Jatendra? Oh, gives one away. Jatendra getting roasted out here. Dare not suggest the offerings for Jatendra, but nonetheless 4 runs off this over. Final ball on the spell of Damon Jacobs. And pulls this one into the onside.
Single there to close out the over, and now the run rate required is at 10 and over. So Damien Jacobs, he's got a few of them out, and he's got Khan and Ramdi Hall out. Zamal Khan 6 of 13, Ganesh 6 of 8, and now the rate, they need 70 from 7 overs.
And Damon Jacobs, his 5 overs cost him 24 runs, and he put 2 wickets in the process, so very effective in the middle to at least pull things back and remove the 2 set batsmen who were leading the run chase and leading the way for the New York 11. And so Damon Jacobs, very effective to pull things back here. Now where does Jatendra sit there? Where does he turn for bowling options? From this point forward, his 2 of his strike bowlers are completely bowled out now. Ryan Ramnarayan has bowled 3, so he has a couple left. 7 overs remain. Here's Ramnarayan. This one is hit well, up and over towards Ron Johnson. Oh, and he'll go through for a single. And so the thing about this lane is that we have not seen Ron Johnson today, so we know he probably hasn't, he has Ron Johnson up his sleeves to perhaps deploy at some later point.
Yeah, definitely, especially considering they've only used 5 bowlers, and Razam Haslam has only bowled 1 over, so definitely they're going to have to get someone to, a 6th bowler to bowl a few, because Ramnarayan is in his 4th now. Prashad is bowled out, Jacobs is bowled out, and Dulal's only got 1 left. Haslam has got 4. So definitely they're going to have to use someone else, a 6th bowler. They're going to have to introduce someone late into this innings.
One of those ambitious appeals, that is umpire Derek Narayan, 211 for 3.
Umpire Derek Narayan Sr. just handing almost an incredulous look as if, why are you appealing?
Should be comfortable 200 is. Couple of runs to Zamal, takes him up to 10.
We're into over number 19. It's a 25 over match. Over number 19 bowling. Run 13 for 3. So 6 overs remaining after this one.
Centre back, no, they'll get a single.
Somehow they do pick up a single.
So 10 runs and over. They need 64 from 37. 64 from 37.
6 overs remaining after this one.
Ganesh on 7, Zamal on 12.
Good catch, Ron! Good catch, Ron!
Taken! Catch taken!
Ron Johnson, the man out there, and he's caught well today, so well caught on the deep. Karen Ganesh, he has to go. And it's now 1-14 for Phil.
Good catch by Ron Johnson. He has fielded well today. And there's the first wicket for Ryan Ramnarayan. He's bowled well. 4 overs for 21. And to top it all off, with still an over to go, he's picked up the wicket of Karan Ganesh.
So Udesh Bisnath comes to the middle. 114 for 4. Joins Samal Khan. Khan is on 12.
That's the 4th or 5th wicket just folded.
He's signaling for helmet, so Ron Johnson, as we suggested, would be introduced at some point, and it looks like some point has come now. And so he'll be introduced here, and he'll be bowling from the Baisley Pond end, and he'll be operating to finish this knot. And straight away, man is calling for helmets. Arm guard, chest plate, protector. The box, thigh pad, back guard. Man needs a neck protector.
So 64 to win from 36. 64 to win from 36.
That's an asking rate of 10.7. 10.7 per over the ask, so just under 11 per over the ask. And they've introduced Ron Johnson here, and Ron very fast through the air, lightning quick. And so either when Ron is bowling, when he's bowling well, he's very hard to get away. On occasion though, he does tend to give away a few straight down the wrong line sometimes, which give batsmen the opportunity to use his pace against them. And so the question is now, the approach here will have to be a very strategic approach by the batting team in New York. And I'm sure Shubir will be asking Ron to either bowl either Yorkers or just back of a leg. Anything in the slot will likely go. 1-14 for 4.
Ron Johnson, the 12 man. He's not on strike. It's going to be his first ball.
And Ron will be running up the hill towards Bisnath. So the suggestion from Marinaro is to bring the fine leg inside the circle and then send the third man back to the boundary. Seems reasonable enough at the pace that Ron Johnson does.
Anything that comes off the edge will fly quickly. Don't have protection out there. With this not being the right-hander, you can tell this one is pushed up and decides against the throw. We've had a couple of runs given away by overthrows, not risking another one. Samuel Khan comes on to strike on 12.
Yeah, good. Now, good start here from Bisnath, just easing the ball into the offside. He's a top batsman himself, Bisnath.
And now here's the matchup that New York would favor with Jamal Khan, who's a clean striker of the ball. A very good hitter against a man bowling quickly. Zamal is going to look to go, and I think that was in Yudish's mind as he's thinking, let's rotate the strike, put Zamal on strike, and then put the matchup in their favor. And so the question is, can Ron bowl in the right areas here, or will Zamal Khan? I know last time we saw, well, not the last time, but we saw Zamal Khan some weeks ago in a very sterling effort down at Marine Park where he got just shy of 100.
the difference here. You've got to somehow get contact on balls like that and have it and chance it through the offside. With the pace of the ball, anything could happen.
So Marinaro still wanting to make sure that the field is positioned well, correctly.
So a couple of good balls here from Ron Johnson. He's gone for one and a dot in the over.
And so now the point like does come inside the circle, which I think is what Marinaro's, what his suggestion was.
Gets contact, running away, and it's gone to the fence for four. There's one of them, Zamal Khan with the boundary.
And you know, you have to go back to the suggestion for Marinaro. I think he was suggesting exactly where the ball had gone, that's where the fielder should have been in terms of back down towards the boundary fine for the ball being either taking an edge and flying or going around. So
Yeah, definitely. Marinaro somewhat telling the future of the survey when it comes to the field setting, but even still couldn't help Zamal Khan's boundary.
he's played enough cricket, Marinaro, to recognize what's happening here. Big conference happening now between Ron Johnson and who's there? I see Ron is there.
Yeah, that's
Bashar Prashad.
That's a committee meeting.
There's a board of directors meeting. Who's the chairman in that? So I think the chairman of the board has given his directive and was Zaman in that mix? Didn't say Zaman was there, surely. So now Ron has gotten his directive. And comes back with a good ball here. So good bowling from Ron. So it's 2 dots in the over already.
Yes, Carl, but this ball here is Ron getting it right. Can't give the batsman room. And with your pace, once the ball is fired into the proper area, it's going to be a good ball. Yeah, that's the ball.
That's a great Yorker. That's a ball that doesn't allow the batsman to get any elevation coming up from his release point at a high angle and coming straight down at the batsman Zamal Khan right in the block hole. A perfect Yorker.
So the last has gone to 11.4 and 5 runs in the over so far. Final ball, Zamal Khan on 16.
And just like that, in the slot and given the treatment, and Zaman Ahmed is looking almost in disbelief, as if, why would you bowl it there?
Yeah, there's somewhat of what they needed. Ron Johnson getting 9 off that over. Maybe liking a bit of pace to come on a lot quicker. They've been so much spin.
And he either has to be back of the leg, Ron Johnson, or in the block hole, a perfect Yorker. He missed his length on that occasion. Zamal Khan makes him pay. Zamal quickly up to 20 from 22 balls.
55 required from 5 overs, 11 an over required from here on. Ryan Ryan will bowl out. This is going to be his last. He's bowled very well, 4 overs for 21 with a wicket. Videsh Bisnow to be the man on strike. He's only faced 1 ball. He's got a single from it.
Final over for Ryan.
Chance of a run out as well. The throw came in. But it was always going to be pretty safe. Leg by to the total. Zamal Khan 119 comes on to strike.
Still 54 needed from 5 balls. From 5 balls.
So on the rain, Zamal Khan is on 20.
Oh! There he goes in the gap. Short ball and in no time made one bounce over the fence into the gap. Zamal Khan with a boundary. 50 from 28.
That's the power of Zamal Khan. He can hit it along with a very clean hitter. Clean striker, and if he latches on and gets settled in here, he could make light work of this target. 50 needed from 28 balls. 50 from 28. Zamal Khan up to 24.
Yeah, that's a good looking shot, and Carl, that will be the difference here. You've got to punish short balls, and exactly around the line. He's a quality bowler, but on that occasion, it's too sharp and pulled well. Zamal Khan will have to make a move here.
So middle kick now straight. Long off is now wide. And so protection in that general area. And this time he goes up through the offside. A long chase here for the man at deep. Extra cover. Tries to come around a long way. He can't stop two. So 2 more. Chris Patterson has to do a lot of work in the deep.
So 48 from 27, 48 from 27. Zamal Khan is on 26. It's 130 for 4.
He's just started to turn things on a little bit. Goes for a slug sweep. Does not make contact and through to the keeper it goes. Ryan Ramnarai looking to get an over to go less than 10.
Good delivery, just pulling his length back. This time he's got a just cost him $20. So Marinara just took $20 out of his pocket, picked him.
What a save that is! Marinara Dixon, take a bow. He nearly held on as well, but I don't think he'll care about holding on. He's prevented a 6. He's restricted them to only a couple of runs. In fact, just a single.
In this pocket.
Bisnot goes.
Ron Johnson, they challenge him for 2. The 12 comes in.
Ball comes in.
And turn off the over.
So it's 133 for 4. 45 to win from 24. 45 to win from 24. Bisnot is on 3. Zamal is on 27. 45 to win from 24.
So 4 overs remaining. Ron Johnson has 4 overs. He definitely won't be bowling out. Marvin Dulal has got 1 remaining.
So 4 overs in total remain. Ron Johnson will be running up the hill again.
So Zamal Khan on 27, 45 required.
The thing is though, if Ron Johnson is going to be... If Ron Johnson is bowling this over, as we see this one, Zamal Khan will get a single. The maximum amount he can bowl from here on is going to be 1 more over in either the 24th or 25th over, and then Dulal has got 1, so he still have another over to an unidentified bowler. Haslim has bowled 1 over for 14.
Well, you've got Haslim, you've
Salman
got...
Amin as well has not, but he hasn't bowled as yet. Patterson also has not bowled as yet. You have options, but they're not really that seasoned into the game. So definitely there will be an over where it will be either Haslim who's only bowled 1 over or a new bowler.
So So the question is, who do you trust at that appointed time when you need somebody to come up with that over that determines defeat or victory? Whom do you trust? Look how many gloves this took over.
Yeah, Travis Ross brought the entire store out.
He brought the entire cricket zone store out to the middle.
So this not on 3, 44 from 23, 44 from 23. That was a shot.
Dixon pressuring in for one.
Yeah, Bisnot is a good player, Carl. I've seen him. He's been among the runs, and he's going to be a good support here to Zamal Khan. Khan is on 28, and somehow, by some means necessary, they'll have to find a way to find this 43 runs from 22 balls.
Yudish is actually the third highest run scorer for the season in the New York 11 with 142 runs, ranked 28th in the league.
Playing is gotta make contact somehow.
Yeah, those balls, you gotta somehow try and reach them.
And so Yudish makes the sojourn down the wicket to have a short conference with Zamal Khan. Perhaps just a word of encouragement.
Every ball will count. So 21 balls. They don't have too many balls remaining. They're asked to score at over 12 now and over 43 runs still to get.
There we go. There we go. Zamal Khan gets one for 6, the maximum amount. And now, is that going to be a shift? How crucial will that be?
Yeah, that's a good looking shot from Zamal Khan. You've got to reach to the ball, make contact. With the pace of the ball, it makes a big difference. 37 from 20.
And he said, Marinara, catch that. And up and over it went. So he adds to the tally. 3 sixes now. In fact, the first 6 was Zamal Khan. And so he has put his name on the ledger.
And the fumbles will get through comfortably in the end. That's Bisnot on strike, 36 required from 19, still over 11 runs and over.
So Bisnot is on 4. He's been among the runs, Carl. He's going to have to support Zamal Khan. Still 36 from 19.
The rain coming in quickly there, trying to get to the ball. And then in his haste, the pressure on. Fumble, couldn't get hands to it and pick it up cleanly.
Miss, it's a dot ball. 36 from 18, exactly 12 and over. It'll be Zamal on strike.
And if you're New York, you have to be thinking one big over off of somebody here. They have to look to target somebody to bowl one of these last 3 overs.
Definitely, like I mentioned before, there will be, with Ron Johnson bowling that over, there will be an inexperienced bowler to bowl at least 1 over. At least 1 over.
Well, experience, perhaps in terms of the season here. If Zamin Ahmed, for example,
well, in this game, at least, hasn't bowled much in this game.
That's the issue where a bowler, you're correct, Matt, that hasn't been used or utilized much in this particular game would have to bowl a very crucial over with a lot of pressure on.
Yeah, so it seems like an unofficial timeout has happened. You see water and Gatorade being flung onto the cricket field. But the fact is 36 to win from 18 balls. Cricket continues here tomorrow as Everest ACS car takes on Richmond Hill. 11 o'clock, 11:30.
And Everest could be in line for a very successful weekend, a celebratory weekend, as they have the opportunity to win 2 championships on back-to-back days. And they could also see perhaps split wins or lose both. Lots of things can happen here, but they seem to be in a good position here to try to press home their advantage. Whatever advantage they may have. 12 for over needed, 36 from 18.
So Haslam comes into Zamal Khan, 36 from 3. Good start. Could be looking for a couple of runs here. Abdullah seemed to have pulled up here, but in the end, a couple of runs. So 34 from 17, couple of runs there. Good start to the over.
This is a massive over for Azam Haslam. He's only bowled one over prior to this, and he gave up 14 from it.
And Matt, they will have to, New York 11 will have to get about 12 runs in this over to be on track.
Definitely.
Again, it's not necessary that they get 12 here. At some point, though, they'll need to target a bowler, and why not Haslam?
Yeah, and I was just about to say, why if I'm the batsman, if I'm any batsman out there, this is the over, this is the target over. Because you have Johnson's pace, and Dulal has bowled pretty well. So Haslam, we've got to go after him.
Even though Dulal looks to be somewhat hobbled at this point. It's on the previous delivery.
Yeah, Troy Haley was in civilian clothes, so now he has to get back into military uniform.
But it's not the worst thing in the world in the sense that Troy Haley actually is a pretty good fielder. We saw Troy a couple weeks ago at Idlewild Park pretty much save a game single-handedly fielding on the
Haley making his way back onto the playing area, coming on as a sub. And like you said before, he is a good fielder. Troy Haley, we've seen him win games really recently. 34 from 17. They get 2 runs a ball, they're good.
So now though, they've lost the services of Dulal, so...
Well, there goes an over right there. I'm sure at 4 overs for 20, Dulal is definitely an option to bowl either the 24th or 25th. So that could possibly make it 2 target overs now. Yeah, depending on how this one goes. This one is hit straight down the ground to the fielder. They're going to come back for a second. And he's gone. Bisnath has to walk. He's gone. He's run out. It's a single. Everything's happening. Munesh Bisnath departs.
Ron Johnson with a strong throw from the deep, right alongside the stumps. And once the throw was good, Bisnath had no chance whatsoever. And so he falls. And so now Joe Dari looks to be the man who comes out to the middle.
So 33 to win from 16 balls. 33 to win from 16. Gerdari joins Zamal Khan. Zamal will be on strike. And this over card is very young, just a couple of balls in this over, so some ways to go in this over. So 33 from 16, 33 from 16. EVEREST ACS in a double final this weekend. Will they win both? Will they win one? Will they lose 2? Yet to be seen. 33 from 16 balls.
Body is Zamal Khan. This is turning out to be a good start to the over from Muslim. Still 3 deliveries remain. Anything can still happen, especially when you're bowling to Zamal Khan. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant ball from Muslim. They'll still get a single. Giadari will face his first ball, but what a ball that was from Razam Muslim.
Any ball that is not going across or over the rope is good bowling. And Everest ACS, 4 balls in the over.
Swing and a miss. Haslam again, very good bowling.
So final ball, 4 runs in this over.
Toss. And the catch is taken. Patadin takes the catch and Giadari is gone. Another wicket falls, there's the 6th one. And it's a wicket for Wasim Haslam. It's a good over from Wasim Haslam. It's an important over for Everest ACS, and now the rate is over 16 and over. And now wickets are falling. Zamal Khan a bit isolated now. He's on 38, 146 for 6, 2 overs to get 32.
So 32 from 12. Kiran Krishna comes to the middle. And the fact is, Carl, Krishna will be on strike, so that's not good news here for the New York 11. You still got to get your best batsman or probably one of your better men at this stage of the game, and that's Zamal Khan. He's at the opposite side.
Yeah, but the rest of the batting lineup are going to have to do their share as well. They're going to have to get boundaries. Krishna and whoever else is yet to come, they'll have to not only give the strike to Zamal Khan, but when they get the strike, probably going to have to whack a few, especially with the rate at 16 and over. This is Ron Johnson, tall, quick. Anything can happen. Krishna is on strike. Johnson. The run out. So there we go. Both stumps. Both stumps being disturbed. But Ron Johnson with the throw that counts.
That's brilliant.
And Kiran Krishna is out for a king duck. In fact, no, it's not a king duck really. That would be if he was the non-striker's end. He's gone for a golden. Run out. Ron Johnson looking to scamper through for a bye. It's a run out. It's Zamal Khan who will be on strike.
That's really brilliant work by Ron Johnson. He had to find the ball, get hands to it, pick up, aim at the stumps. Had to essentially pivot all the way around to aim at the stumps, and then he hit it cleanly. And the batsman had no chance. Kiran Krishna running for the non-strikers and had no chance.
Raghubar comes to the middle. Carlin, can you imagine if we had gone upstairs to check the run out and then get to find out that the run out happened this way? So Raghubar comes to the middle. Zamal Khan stands between a victory and a loss here for the NY11. It's a tough one. 32 from 11 balls, but if there is one man to bring it home, then it's this man on strike.
Gets it straight to the fielder who does well. They're gonna have to go on Johnson. Not even with his height could get to that throw. Devashwari Prasad out there. Very good fielder, very good all-round player. Definitely with a good pickup, didn't fumble, a clean pickup.
A strong throw straight away, got the ball back in, which actually kept Zamal Khan at the non-striker's end. Which, if you're Everest, that's what you want. You want Zamal Khan off strike.
Yeah, 31 from 10, 18.6 required. This is a very tall ask. All of a sudden, we didn't think this game would come down the way Perkan and Ramdehal were going, but that's the game of cricket for you. Couple of wickets and now pressure, and now 18.6 needed. Here's Johnson. Oh, playing a miss. And Raghubar can't make contact. 31 required from 9 deliveries, halfway through the over.
If you're Raghubar, your sole intent right now has to be get bat on ball. Bat on ball, get off strike. Sole objective. We will get one here. 7 for 1.
So Zamal Khan on 40.
So Raghubar does his job to get off strike.
This has been a very good over here from Ron Johnson. He's only gone for 2. We've seen the fall of a wicket also. And so 2 balls. So he's been bowling well. Once he bowls full and straight, it doesn't seem the batsman have too many answers.
Wow, he on the pitches. And that one is hit out of the ground. Maximum for Zamal Khan. That takes him up to 46 and brings up the run 50 for New York. It's 154 for 7.
Yeah, very good hit from Zamal. Got all of it over the tent and all the way for 6. Ron Johnson, he had a very good first 4 deliveries, but now he's given up a 6, and Zamal Khan, the one-man show. The one-man show and fight. It's all up to him. Can he pull it back now for New York 11?
Once he missed his lane from it, he was always going to travel.
And this is a very interesting ball coming up. Zamal Khan, if he gets a single to retain the strike, they'll need 23 of the last over. But then if he tries to go for the boundary, if he gets a boundary, it'll reduce the runs in the last over, but he won't be on strike. So it'll be interesting to see what Zamal can do with this ball.
Gotta go big here.
There's big haters!
In the air!
Catch taken! Damien Jacobs takes the catch. Zamal Khan.
So that was the match. Damien Jacobs to steady himself under the ball that was in the air for quite some time, pulls it in, and any hope perhaps that New York had may have dissipated.
I feel like New York 11, if they are not to win this match, I think they've got Damien Jacobs to blame. He got the wicket of Perkan, the wicket of Ramdehal, and now he's taken a catch to dismiss Zamal Khan. 3 of New York 11's best batsmen in this innings. So he's definitely been in the game with the ball and in the field now as well. 24 from the last over. And with Zamal Khan back in the hut, you've got to say ACS should be lifting the trophy by now.
So Salim Sattar walks to the middle. He'll be the man on strike here. 8 down, 154 for 8. 1 over remain here, 24 runs are required from it. and he had to go big. I thought Zamal Khan had to go big in order to reduce the requirement in the last over and trust that Shivragabar could get him back on strike. In the end, he saw things falling to Damien Jacobs, who took a very comfortable catch in the end. Very safe pair of hands. And so now, two new batsmen out in the middle. Salim Sattar and Shivragabar with 24 runs needed. And it's Rassim Haslim to complete the proceedings here for Everest ACS.
So 24 and 6, Haslim will come into board to Salim Sattar. 4 runs per ball. Three sixes and a 4, then a couple of runs down.
Boundaries, they have to be thinking boundaries, irrespective of 6s or 4s. So, a man card perhaps suggested by Haslim.
I've never seen one in the US. It's a big one.
That's it in! Can't fill it in. And now the goal comes in. And the batters are through for a couple.
Yeah, good start to the over. 22 and 5. Everest ACS, can they go 2 up this weekend? Will they lose one and win one? Will they lose both? Would they win both? So ball goes up towards the offside, challenging Johnson for 2. Johnson's had a good day. Couple of runs again, so not bad here, Carl. Couple of balls. And so now 4 balls, 20 runs.
So the equation doesn't favor New York unless they start hitting some 6s. And now it definitely does not favor. And now it leg by is the run. And so now 3 legal deliveries remain. The equation definitely does not favor Everest, rather New York. And so Everest ACS looks like they're on their way to another championship.
Yes, Carl. Tomorrow they take on Richmond Hill Liberty. And so with seemingly a win today, one in the bag, they will return tomorrow to take on Richmond Hill Liberty with probably a chance to get the 2 championships in one weekend. 17 to win from 2 balls.
This point just looking to collect some of his money. And does and goes up and over.
Yeah, that's the only thing left now is to pick up some $20 from Hafiz. Hafiz has left the park.
Somebody so there goes the $20. So Hafiz just came back. 165 for 8. Soon as that does it. Everest ACS champions once again. They emerge victorious. And T25 champions, Everest ACS, a true championship juggernaut. They know how to win championships. Was it out? Okay, so last ball was a stumping. And so wicket falls. It's 165 for 9 as New York.